How we doing, my friends? Florida History Hunter, and we're out here or Lake DS today. And we're gonna end my cypress tree out there. So way out on the around the point, way out there is the original cabin for the Strawn family. The Strawn owned orange groves from Lake DS all the way into DeLeon Springs, and they were also the people that had the Bob White fruit packing plant in DeLeon Springs. It's incredible how many tens of thousands of acres that family owned. So we're doing a little magnet fishing today off of the get my line down low. Sometimes people drop stuff getting in the boats, so we're gonna do some drag, but it's hard to find stuff in this boat ramp because there's a lot of rebar, like cement and rebar down on the bottom here. So we'll give it a few minutes and see what happens. I spoke with a woman last year that lost a real high-end wristwatch. But I had no luck. There's a screw. There's a lot of ferrous material in this waterway. Feel the cement and the rebar. Sometimes it's better just to go out in lines here. I always get a snag right through here. Seems to be, it's almost like steps. Because when I drag it, I'm snagged up in something else right now. I'm guessing it's probably a branch. Let's see what happens here. I'm on something for sure. That's fishing line and a net. Well, that's something you don't pull up all the time. How you doing, brother? That just snagged me up a net.
Yeah, that'll work.
I don't fish though.
Oh, it's a cast net?
Yeah, man.
Man.
You want it? I don't think it is. No, I'm going to say not.
Yeah.
It looks like...
Truck.
Yeah, there you go, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, you can get some use out of it, right?
I've been looking for that wristwatch some lady lost last year.
Oh, really?
But it's hard. There's something about this ramp. There's a lot of concrete and rebar.
Yeah. Okay.
And on this side, when I drag this way, on both sides, it actually feels like steps.
Yeah.
So I had a more powerful magnet. Almost got it stuck last year right there.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know, whatever it was. And there's something right about here somewhere.
Okay.
That's super, super heavy too.
Jeez.
This water's kind of a little
Yeah.
tannic and dark to go in, so I ain't even gonna think about sticking my head up underneath there.
I wouldn't.
I was out there on the other side of the St. Johns River
Yeah.
working the cutoff that goes to Leesburg. I was working that bridge. I went there like 5 times.
Yeah.
Because I kept hooking into something. And my buddy's like, yeah, next time I'll go with you. He said, I ain't afraid to go in. It's
Right.
probably a safe.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go, so I went again. I brought 2 magnets with me that time. It turned out to be half a floor pan
What?
and the firewall
Yeah.
and the brake pedal and the gas pedal. From what, I don't know.
What?
But it was old, nasty, and rusty as could be. Like an old, maybe 60s, 1960s or 70 ride.
God. Man, the stuff you find in the
I'm
water.
like, man, what the...
Like, what is this doing?
This thing kicked
right?
my ass 6 ways to Sunday, and what I come back with? Nothing. How do you take it
Jeez.
home? I'm like,
That's
no,
awesome, though.
ain't taking that
But
home.
you don't expect nothing like that.
No, absolutely. Nice ride.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You just came off the point. Is the old cabin still out there? The old
yeah.
chimney?
No, it's not. I don't think so.
Man, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Things there a long time.
But then again, I don't know. I might not have been looking for it.
It's crazy
Hey,
because
down all
the
the time.
lady that lived in there,
Mm-hmm.
her family owned at one time
Yeah.
all the way to, what is that? Chuck Lennon,
Yeah.
all the way to there.
Wow.
They owned all of this,
Jeez.
all of this, all the way that way, all the way
Yeah.
up and out.
What happened? Did they sell it or what?
Well, yeah, orange groves,
Yeah. I got you.
you know, on 17 north of DeLeon, that old factory complex.
I got you.
That used to be theirs too.
Oh, okay.
That was the fruit packing plant for all of this stuff.
Wow.
That next road down,
Mm-hmm.
you take that, goes to this side of the lake,
Yeah.
kind of does this turn and stuff. The old ice house
Okay.
from like the 1800s is still over there. Somebody fixed it up. They're living in it.
Yeah. Man, the stuff you find, man, the stuff that's going on around, that's awesome, though.
So you didn't catch nothing?
Yeah, I caught some bass today.
You got like enough fishing poles for a
Oh, yeah,
party
yeah.
of 10.
Oh, yeah. Never enough.
Yeah, that's
It
how
just
I
depends on my mood. That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah, that's how I am. I bring 2 metal detectors and hardly ever use the stupid thing.
Exactly, right?
And then
I'll
today
pick
at the last minute I decided to take the magnet out instead.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know what you find out here.
Hey, you gotta just try it, right?
The bridge right there,
Mm-hmm.
that side of it I fished up a trigger
Uh-huh.
from a 45. And on this side, about 2.5 years ago, when I first got this magnet, I picked up a slide piece from like a 1906 pistol.
Yeah. That's cool.
I showed it to the police. They just started laughing.
Jeez.
Like, really, what the hell we're supposed to do with this thing? The thing's
Yeah.
like 125 years old. It looks like it's been sitting in water for that
I was
long.
gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah.
there ain't gonna be no evidence on it.
No, it's gone. They done washed it away.
It done rusted away.
That's awesome.
It's good talking with you, bro.
Always, man, always.
Have a good day.
Oh yeah, we'll try to load her up and get on out here. Good luck, man. I hope you catch something nice.
Yeah. I pulled up one of the prop, you know, the support things.
Yeah.
Somebody, brand new too. Somebody must have backed in and left it on.
Oh man. And they probably when they lifted up the engine.
When they come pulling back out, they were probably thrown down on the old lady. Hey, what'd you do with that? She's like, doing what?
I don't know what happened to it.
You know, that white thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, it's gone now.
Man, it's hard to drive a boat home without that too.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got me a rubber worm.
Old fluke right there.
Well, I made about what? About $5 already.
Give or take.
Hey, you know, I take the bad with the good.
Hey, right?
I get some good days now and then.
Sometimes you get some, you know.
I had me a good day a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Parked the car, walked out, not even any further than I am from the car.
Yeah.
There went nobody else and nowhere. Walked back to the car about 8 minutes later. A whole pile of cash laying on the ground right behind my car. And I'm looking to the left and I'm looking to the right. I'm looking up in the sky and I said, thank you, God.
Absolutely, right? Take that blessing, right?
Amen, amen. Uh-oh, I got stuck in the bottom there. Well, if it's tied up. If it wasn't tied up and I hooked it with the magnet, I think I'm allowed to claim it.
Hey, yeah.
Right?
It's yours, right?
My man says, if you think you can bad enough to take it.
You gotta bring it up there first.
Bring it up, man. I'll be just taking that sucker. I'll be running it out of gas.
Hey, that's my baby here.
Man, you got a nice one. Aluminum's where it's at.
Oh yeah, man. If I get another one, it's gonna be aluminum.
Yeah, when I was a young man, I used to have an open aluminum boat. We used to use it up north in the bay, go crabbing and stuff. Couldn't beat it. Had just a little bit of a mini cubby on it, that because you used to get rain all the time up there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Always managed to get wet and drunk every time.
As always.
Right? Yes, sir. I can just see the look on that person's face.
Oh man.
Oh, hell no. Look, I caught a bait. Kind of a funny item to be hooking into. Magnificent. There's a little bit of metal on it. It's a beautiful day out here at Lake Diaz. And I don't know if they named it Lake Diaz because of the area that it incorporates, or if it's by coincidence. It's 10 miles from the intersection of downtown DeLeon. Oh, I think I should. I was snagged up on something. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah, magnet fishing. Well, I'm finding a bunch of nothing. A cast net right here, which I was surprised he even picked it up because I didn't think there was actually anything there.
I thought that was all lead.
I thought it was all lead too, but I think I just snagged it or something.
Oh, okay.
And some fisherman took it with him. And a rubber worm with a hook in it. You got her okay?
No, this is honestly the second time I put it in, and I ain't quite figured out what to do with it yet. Totally different than a boat.
It looks like a badass little buggy.
Yeah, well, got done do the winch when I got down in there. I'll figure it out. It takes me a little longer than it does a normal person.
Well, that's all right. I've seen crazy things coming out here.
I just knew better than to try to unhook it on that round. There we go.
Well, if you can throw me the line, I'll assist you. I'll get you cleated off here. How much line you got there?
It stretches. I'm not sure how
Okay,
much.
I got you.
Thank you.
Load it back
I
down.
said I'll get a rhythm of it one of these days.
Oh, that's good. It stretched right over top of it. Hey, not a problem, brother. Oh my goodness. I've hit everywhere from Mormon, coming west, all through Bunnell, through all the little haws.
What's the coolest thing you found?
Well, the thing I worked my ass off the most, it was like over 5 trips in about a month, was over in Lake County at the Leesburg cutoff. And turned out to be half of a floor pan from an old, like, this 1960s car.
Oh, wow.
It had been torched. They torched like about from where the feet were, from the seat pan. Had part of the rail, half of the firewall. With they still had the accelerator and the brake, and
Wow.
it was
Makes you wonder wonder why they throw that
like,
in the
when the
water.
hell did they throw it in there? And they chances are they probably were going west and hooked north and threw it out, and all the storms carried it south.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. I found one of those supports for a outboard motor somebody lost, brand new. It was laying here. I could see him and his wife probably got in a good argument on the way home. You lost that, it's brand new, honey. I don't know what you're talking about there, right? An old trigger from a 9 on that side of the crossover bridge. It was rusty from here to Gonzo. And on this side, about 2 years ago, a slide from a, I don't know, like a 1911 or 1917 something was about this big, I'm assuming. Volusia thought it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, they sent somebody out, the guy's like, really? You actually think that I'm going to get some evidence off of this after 128 years or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know, that's about it. But I metal detect, and I also I got a good eye.
Right.
And I think the two coolest things are just, well, hiking and stuff. Downtown DeLeon, a brooch about this big. It was an oak tree, but you see how that cypress is at the ground where it's got all the
little dips in it?
Yep, yeah. Just laying right up underneath there, Victorian era. I suppose some rich old lady got off the train in downtown DeLeon and then walked over to the little rail that went another 2 blocks, and a big boob or something went ding.
Right.
And that was the last she saw it. And then I've got down in Winter Park, they were demolished an old Sears and Roebuck home. Old 2-story. It was a beautiful home too. And I went down there right before that. You know, I got permission by the demolition people. Check it out and take what I wanted. I ended up taking, I filled that thing up 3 times with junk. I had shit tied on the roof all 3 times too. But I was just giving up, and I grabbed the detector, and I was checking out by the old carriage house, and there was one of these sweeps this way, and it was like all the way down. I'm like, whoa, what was that? So I came the other way, and it was real short. I said, it's probably a pipe, you know.
Yeah.
So I head to the car, and then I 180 back. So while I'm here, I might as well probe it out and find out what the hell it is. So I get it to the point where I said, see, I knew it. It's just a damn pipe. Son of a... I know, wait a minute now. This thing pricks. It's like really heavy. It was like this long. And I'm like, this thing's got some weight. And I'm looking at the end of it. And it's like octagonal. And there's a I don't know, a borehole about like that big up the middle of it. And I'm like, man, this almost feels like a musket.
Oh, wow.
So I got it home. And it sat at the front door for another month before I actually did something with it. And I started washing it first, trying to flush it out. It took about 35-40 minutes to flush the core out. And then I sprayed it down with WD-40 and went over it with the scrubby pads, the green scrubby pads. And when I finally got it cleaned up, it was signed, well, not like signature signed, but it was hand stamped. Gump, G-U-M-P-H-T or something. And in the golden age of the Pennsylvania long rifles, this guy was the man. He's the one that the Continental Congress hired to make arms for the Continental Army. So this is an authentic Pennsylvania long rifle from the Lancaster School. It's considered the Lancaster School.
Yeah.
By the most famous gun maker in America.
That is awesome. Yeah, that is definitely the coolest thing.
You know, the value, I don't know. I just got bragging rights and the Coolio value, you know.
But still.
That's what I like about it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, enjoy your ride.
Yeah, thank you.
There used to be an old cabin out there around the curve.
Oh, really?
But I don't think it's there anymore.
I haven't noticed it. I've been out here.
It's almost all the way to the other side, and then around the curve to the north. On that north thing, it was real close to the shore. The last time I did a satellite check was a couple years ago, and you could still see the chimney set up. That was Mrs. Strawn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you know, Strawn family.
Yeah.
You know, they owned all the way to damn near St. John's River.
Really? I knew they were good.
Yeah, over where, you know where Chuck Lennon Park is?
Yes, sir.
That's all their property too.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew he was he had a lot. I also knew that he didn't like for you to mess with his stuff either.
Ooh, no. That was evident if you ever been to the Bob White fruit packing plant on 17. Just before it got all messed up like it was years ago. I went in there, and the office building, they had, like, his office was really nice, and then they had like a safe door, a room with a safe door on it, and they'd actually lock the paymaster in there with the cash, and around the back was a little window, and they would, you know, serve their cash out the back window.
Wow. Well, that's cool.
Don't catch them all.
I'm not. I'm funny.
It's always fun to share knowledge with people. Uh-oh. So that's some kind of hybrid jet ski boat. Needs to trim it out a little bit. Sucker moves out pretty good. Trimmed it out a little bit. You could go up on a plane a little better. And we're going to take a couple of 4 or 5 more throws, and we're going to call it. Stupid, whatever it is on the bottom, rebar or something. It runs all over the place down here. Yeah, I think I'm going to call in on this pole. Yeah, that's it, my friends. We're calling it quits.